Welcome back here to the Hill on News Nation. We are in the final stretch, 47 days to go until Election Day, 47 days until we find out who the 47th president of the United States might be. New polling from the Hill and Emerson College shows a deadlocked race in the 7 swing states. As we await Donald Trump live at some point here, we believe this hour. Joining me now, Scott Tranter, Data Science Director at Decision Desk HQ. All right, so we talk about the 7 swing states. Let's look at the map here. So very 30,000-foot level. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 in red for Trump. I see 2 in blue for Harris, and Nevada dead tied. But your takeaway is actually not Trump, it's Harris. Why?
Look, North Carolina, it's a state that Donald Trump won last time, should win this time, was ahead this summer when it was Joe Biden. That poll shows that Harris is slightly ahead. When we look at the average, he's still doing a little better, but the fact it's close means that this is on a razor's edge.
North Carolina, big news today, especially considering the governor or the lieutenant governor, I guess the governor's race.
Yeah.
And whether or not that could have a trickle-down effect, this
and he's
unbelievable story as it relates to
everyone should read it.
I'll leave it there. How does Donald Trump win if he loses North Carolina? Because the last time that went blue, that was Barack Obama in 2008.
Yeah, Donald Trump. Let's assume the map is like this.
Yeah. Actually, show it for a second. Let's assume the map is like this. It kind of leads into my question. If this is all right, and this probably isn't going to be all right.
Probably not, but it's, we're 50 days out. Let's talk about something.
50 days out. These are all within a point, all within a margin of error. You actually get to Trump 275 with Nevada still in play.
Yeah.
So I guess I sort of answered my own question, which is this is one of the maps that in a way that I guess you could get to 270 for Trump.
This is an entirely plausible map. Here's what scares. How so? Because all these races are on a razor's edge and they could go either way. The North Carolina one is interesting. If Harris manages to win North Carolina on election night, the only thing I know about this map is maybe it's Trump, maybe it's Harris, but we're counting votes in Arizona a week later, and that's when the presidency is decided.
A week later?
Yes.
In Arizona?
Yes. Because look at this map, 275, 257. The clinching state in this map is Arizona or Nevada. We're not calling Arizona on election night.
And so the 11 there, if you subtract it, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is North Carolina, that's how important that is. If North Carolina, Harris has a surprise upset there, and the map goes like this, Trump wins Pennsylvania, Trump wins Wisconsin, Michigan goes to Harris. I mean, again, this election's a
By the way, the last time you and I talked, when we did the what if all of this was right, it was Harris like 270-something.
Yeah.
Now it's Trump 270-something. It just goes to show you tip it one way or another.
Next week we'll be talking about the other way, too.
Okay, all right, let's talk about key issues. Let's start in the blue wall. Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. Economy. It's the economy, stupid, as we always know and we always say. But there's a theme here. Democracy and housing are showing up as well.
Yeah, they're showing up, but economy at over 50%, that means that there is a good chunk of both Democrats, Republicans, and Independents who like it. That is the theme. I'm not saying democracy and immigration aren't important, but the voters are telling us in those states what they're voting on.
Flip to the other 4 real quick. So this is in the South, North Carolina, Georgia, out west as well, to Nevada and Pennsylvania. This is sort of, I don't want to say the outlier, but obviously immigration in Arizona.
Yeah, hugely important in Arizona. It's obviously a state that Donald Trump is trying to win, especially based on that last map we were looking at. But immigration, not so much an outlier. That's kind of where it is. Second top issue there, but it's big.
I hear them whispering over there. They're all like, what about abortion? What about abortion? Don't worry, folks. I'm going to get to them. I wonder, though, Scott, if we're sleeping on housing. Because this is now, I think, in 5 of these states, this is a double-digit or close to issue. What was the biggest story yesterday? The Fed lowering interest rates.
Yeah, are your credit card interest rates getting lower, mortgage interest rates? Here's what I would say. Housing has always been, it's just been wrapped in the economy question because that's how people look at it. I'm glad these polls broke out the housing question because it tells us how important that is on an individual basis. Important enough to come up number 2, tying immigration in places like North Carolina and Arizona.
Scott Tranter, Decision Desk HQ. Like you said, when we do this next time,
it'll be different.
It'll be different. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.